All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talking in the building. To trade Stafford now or to trade Stafford later or release him and let him walk for nothing? Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Make sure you guys, hit that bell icon button. So if and when the notification work, you get the notification. We'll be going live tonight. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. But, yeah, I mean, there's some candidates right now that could use Matthew Stafford, to be honest. Hold on. Get my back comfortable. I kind of just thought real quick. You're looking at North and the South, no need for him. NFC East, North, South, and East, no need for him. NFC West, no need for him. So that's a win. If you don't have to trade Stafford in the NFC, you don't have to see him that often. But, before we get into, you know, before we get into, before we get into what team is right for him to go to, or should we release him? At this point, I think you let Stafford get the win this year. You win one time, and hopefully that win comes before the trade deadline, whenever that is, week 8 or 7, whatever it is in the National Football League. You're able to trade him and get something for him. Obviously, you can get something for him after the season, but hey, what if he get injured and then he's no use to you? Now, the word on the street is that Stafford has no more guaranteed money with the Lions. So his house went up for sale, no more guaranteed money. So I think he was anticipating this being his last season anyway. Okay, so when you look at it, you can release him for nothing and draft a quarterback, but if you can get a 5th or 6th or 4th round draft pick for him, I think it works. And also, you got to look at what's going on in the National Football League. How bad is Jimmy Garoppolo's injury? Is the question. You know, you look at Baker Mayfield. You got to see how he looking. I mean, also, you can wait till after the season, or if Ben Roethlisberger go down, Stafford to the Steelers. I mean, the Jets, they have some issues with Sam Darnold. Maybe Stafford, would be right there. I mean, you could just keep going on. If Raiders and Derek Carr not working and Mariota don't work, maybe, the Raiders like Matthew Stafford. John Gruden loves veteran quarterbacks. So there is a market for Stafford. It may not be the market you want. Some of you guys think you're going to get a Roy Williams type of deal for him. I think not. But, I mean, you can let him bang it out here and let him go and walk and do whatever you want to do. It makes no difference to me, but you don't want to lose Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, and Dominican Sue and get nothing for it. That's the issue. So you let Stafford leave, statistically your best, quarterback, you ever had, even though Bobby Lane has the hardware, So you let cornerstones just walk or retire and you get nothing in return. Can't do that. You want something to show for Matthew Stafford. You want a draft pick, a player, you know what I'm saying? But, right now it's kind of looking like they could move him, you know what I'm saying? And actually, and not have to see him too often. We'll address some of the teams that he may fit with. The Steelers, if Roethlisberger get injured or after the season, you want to move him to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh got a win now team. They got one of the best defenses right now going. They got some good backs, Connor and Ben Snell, whatever they got him from, the other running back. Well, Eric Ebron is over there, but you got time. They got some young receivers. One out of Toledo. They got Claypool out of Notre Dame, who had a big touchdown last week. They had Juju Smith-Schuster, and then you got an organization that if Stafford can't win there, then obviously he was the problem in Detroit. And basically it's like why your car doing this, and you overlooked, and it was maybe a spark plug. It was one of those inexpensive parts of your car, but you just thought that it can't be that. And that's how people looked at Stafford over. It can't be Stafford. It was Linehan, it was Lombardi, it was Jim Bob Cooter, it was Daryl Bevel, it was Jim Caldwell, it was Jim Schwartz, it was whoever it was, whoever you want to put the blame, or the organization didn't do a better job around him. And all the way along, you changing these parts around Matthew Stafford, the linemen, the running backs, the receivers, the defense, the special teams, the coaches, the coordinators. And all of a sudden, you find out like, oh, it was this little spark plug that caused me all my issues. So it was Matthew Stafford that was the issue. And I think a lot of people overlooked it, but to me, it wasn't that hard to see. We changed receivers, we changed linemen, we changed, coaches, we changed coordinators. We changed a lot of things around him, but the one constant, the one variable that never changed was Matthew Stafford. And it took people 11 plus years to figure out that he was the problem. And when I said it to begin with, I pretty much got crucified, and I can take it. I don't worry about criticism. All right, it is what it is. You grow up getting criticized. You play football, got criticized. Played golf, got criticized. Played baseball, got criticized. Played football, got criticized. In the classroom, got criticized. Came home, got criticized. So I can handle criticism. I'm not gonna just shut down. When somebody got some constructive criticism or hard criticism. It is what it is. That's just how I'm rocking. I'm gonna believe in what I believe in until the wheels fall off. All right. But and the wheels do fall off. I don't have an issue saying I was wrong. But you continue to look at it. You say the Steelers, that's a place. All right, what if Baker Mayfield go out there and stink up the joint? Yeah, he had a good game versus Cincinnati Bengals, but he still got issues. Maybe, he not the guy. They didn't spend a lot of money on Baker Mayfield because they got a rookie cap. Maybe the Browns said, let's see what Matthew Stafford can do, in the Cleveland Browns jersey. So right there in the AFC North, you got two really good teams or teams that got some talent that could help. So the Steelers and the Browns. You go to the AFC South, I don't really see an opening. Minshew was legitimately balling. Deshaun Watson just signed a huge contract. Ryan Tannehill just tossed 4 touchdowns. Now, you see the Indianapolis Colts, all right? You see a situation in where, Phillip Rivers got 1 year left. Maybe he don't cut it. Maybe he get injured. And maybe you can get a 5th round or draft pick out of Indianapolis or a 4th round. And then you can end up maybe trading for a 4th or 5th round pick or whatever y'all like. And you also can pick up Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett can be a bridge quarterback for the next quarterback that's coming in next year. So that's also something that you can look at is the Indianapolis Colts. And also for Stafford, he wouldn't have to move far. And they do got some talent, even though Paris Campbell, one of those guys that got injured, I think he blew his PCL out and he's out indefinitely, receiver from Ohio State. They just have so much talent that comes out of Ohio State. But move on. You go to the AFC East. I'm still battling with Mason. I don't know. Come on, just sit up. Come on. Come on, sit in your classroom stance. There you go. So we go to the AFC East, and I don't see Buffalo having a problem. Josh Allen's leading the league in yardage. The Jets got an issue. Miami, right now it's not an issue with Tua until he get on the field or get injured or not produce. And also you got the Patriots down. Problem Cam Newton looking like one of the best quarterbacks out there. So you go to the Jets, and maybe, Sam Darnold, they figured not cutting it. Maybe they look at Stafford. I doubt it. I think they'd be looking to kind of build that team over again. Lost a lot of talent. Leonard Williams, Jamal Adams, Sheldon Richardson, Muhammad Wilkerson. A lot of talent that they drafted, they lost over the years. So I don't really see that being a fit. Now, you say the Chargers. No, Herbert just balled out. You say the Chiefs. Hell no. They got Patrick Mahomes, boy. The Denver Broncos, now maybe Drew Lock get injured and maybe the Broncos are in a mode where they want to win now. The Broncos could be a spot for Stafford if Drew Lock don't show promise or he continue to get injured. I got one more team I forgot about as well, too, in the NFC. It's one team. But yeah, the Broncos might be a situation for him. Elway like those veteran. I think he want veteran quarterbacks, especially if Drew Lock don't work out because he drafted Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, while I like that Memphis. It just ain't really worked. Joe Flacco didn't work. And then you go at the Las Vegas Raiders. If Carr don't work, I don't think they owe him any more guaranteed money. They can cut him. And I don't think Mariota going to cut it. So, Chucky over there, John Gruden, he loves veteran quarterbacks. So I can see a situation where he can go to several AFC teams that might can work it out. Raiders, Broncos, Steelers, Browns, Colts, long shot Jets. But also you got the 49ers, depending on what Jimmy Garoppolo injury is. Maybe they want to rent Stafford for 1 year and try to salvage that year. But it seems like they might be victims of the Super Bowl bridesmaid or the Super Bowl runner-up curse. So I think Stafford will be good in the 49ers in that system. I think he's better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo, and that's just my opinion on it. But if Garoppolo is out for a long time and they want to salvage the season, I think the 49ers could find a way to get Jimmy Garoppolo. But, could the Lions just let Stafford go and let him pick his place just because he gave a lot to the organization? He was a good guy. I could see that happening as well. But I definitely could see the situation where they play him this season. He get injured again. He has no value. They release him. He'd go to another team. So you'll lose cornerstones of your franchise and Calvin Berry and Ndamukong Suh. And now Matthew Stafford for absolutely nothing. So that's my issue. You letting players retire or you letting them, go in free agency. You don't get anything back for guys who basically were, you know, elite players in your organization. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Other than that, keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. We'll be live later. We gone.